let's go through some of these price target increases. So Rosenblatt raised its price target to 186, KeyBank 185, Telsey, of course, 180. I love Peloton as much as the next person. Probably don't ride as much as I should. That's a story for another day. But what's behind the continued optimism?
I think the continued optimism comes from a few different things. When you think about now they just announced that acquisition with Precor, it brings them into the commercial market in a bigger way. So they're going to be able to have that ability to expand into a new channel. Plus the fact the biggest obstacle for Peloton has been being able to meet demand with the supply. They've been constrained on supply. They now have an additional 625,000 square feet of manufacturing supply located in the United States. That helps Peloton, that helps Precor. I think the other thing is take a look at the more content they're offering and the consumer engagement. They've just exponentially increased their ability to drive sales and drive profits, both through product, through channel, and geography.
I do want to talk more about that in just a moment. But first, I want to push back because it does seem like now with vaccine distribution seeming much more likely, the story is becoming more about the reopening trade, that people will, after being cooped up in their homes all year, that people will look forward to going back to the gym and will look forward to socializing with other people. So what makes you think that this trend of working out at home will continue?
I think there's a couple things. It typically takes on average around 66 days to form a habit. And when you're able to work out in your home and then do other things and get out, it helps. It doesn't mean that people aren't going to go to a Peloton class because they have that opportunity. And frankly, even before the COVID environment happened, there were gatherings of people who would ride together, never see each other in person, and they would have a meeting at one of the Peloton head classes, which is basically here in New York City, where they'd all meet. So I think you'll be able to have that, but the functionality of being able to do what you want when you want, I don't think is replaced. And take a look at the engagement also. The digital content is bringing more consumers, and now in other channels like Commercial Plus in your home, I think it gives them more optionality.
Yeah, certainly the Beyonce announcement not too long ago was some good news for the company as well. She doesn't partner with a lot of companies, so I think it said a lot that she did decide to work with Peloton. Let's talk about some of the new channels that you see moving forward for Peloton. I know that I've seen that they've been pushing yoga more, they've been pushing cardio more, so it almost seems like they're trying to move away from just being seen as a cycling company.
Well, they want to be your full workout resource. And one of the things they have is they have the data about that consumer. So if you're involved in their community, then you want to engage them in more activities. And they're doing that with yoga. They can do it with meditation. And I think you're going to see that also with a lower price tread. They're giving more options for the price point too, and how to get consumers engaged in their offering.
Well, one thing is for sure that I think exercise is good for stress relief, and 2020 has been, if nothing else, has been stressful. So we'll see sort of how moving forward people continue to use Peloton if they use it in the same way. Dana, Telsey, we'll leave it there. Thank you.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.